Hi everybody, I'm Zilla Blitz and welcome to the last leg of our journey from Key West, Florida to Prudhoe Bay, Alaska. We have got a mix tank on the back of the truck here and we are heading north from Fairbanks on this last leg. But the road ahead promises to be snow-covered and challenging, and the big question is, can we make it? Let's drive off into the unknown and find out. Now, this journey looks like it's going to take us 14 hours and 15 minutes. I don't know if that's mod time or not, but on the way, I am very excited to check out the Alaska mod here. As we can see the scenery all around us, this is pretty spectacular. We've got mountains off to the right. We've got this winding road with sparse forest here. This looks pretty cool. And again, this is the paid Alaska Road to the Future mod, and they were kind enough to donate a promotional copy for us to check out. So thank you very much to them for doing that. We are really flying down this hill here. This mix tank is going to be really mixed up if we don't slow down. So we'll get down on the road here a little bit. In terms of game time, that looks like a hidden road right there. I think that was a hidden road, but we're going to pass it right now. We'll check it out maybe on the way back. But in terms of game time, it's about 10 o'clock in the morning now. We have to sleep in about 10 hours, and there's one town, Coldfoot, between here and the north, and I think I might try to sleep so that we get as much of this drive in the daylight as we possibly can, because I want to see this Alaskan landscape around us here. It looks pretty cool. Like in this mod so far, I've only been to Alaska once when it was in an airplane, and we stopped at the airport, and it was pitch dark because it was the winter time. And so that looks like another hidden road here. That is definitely a hidden road. Oh, but it ends down there. So I've only been to the airport. I've never really stepped on Alaskan ground, so I don't really count that as going to Alaska. So it's one of the 3 states yet that I haven't been to in the United States. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. We'll see you as we get a little bit farther down the road here. We are stuck in some construction here now, and here we go. We got the green light. So we're past that road construction there, and the road never really stopped being constructed. It's now kind of gravel road here. You'll notice around us, this is shortly after I just stopped, we've got snow on the ground now. Things are getting a little bit more interesting, and we still have 13 and a half hours left to go. So we'll see how this goes. But so far the traction's good and everything feels fine, but yet the road isn't quite snow covered yet here. So we'll just kind of take our time here a little bit and go easy and stuff like that. But the conditions are definitely getting a little bit more interesting here. So 13 hours to go here. It's getting snowier quickly. There's just snow. I mean, we can see that the plows have been through here and there's snow piled up, and the road itself has got snow on it too. So oh, this looks icy. I don't know what the traction's going to be like in this mod, but that looked like a spot of ice there. This could be an interesting drive here. And I want to show you one more thing here as we take a look at this. Let me just get a nice straight spot so I can not worry about when I come out of that. All right, whoops. I feel like we're slipping, but maybe that's just my fear speaking to me here. But I want to show you the map here because this is where we're going. We're going up to Coldfoot and then Coldfoot up to Prudhoe Bay. But rather ominously, there are a lot of repair facilities after Coldfoot. And Coldfoot looks like the last place that we're going to be able to sleep. So I do think I'm going to sleep when we get to there. Yeah, if we get to there, that might be a little bit, a little bit optimistic here. But I'm hoping that things are going to go okay. I wasn't expecting it to be as snowy as it is already, so still a long way to go. We're only 2 hours into this leg here. Anyway, we'll keep plugging away. Beautiful scenery, though. I love the forests around here with the snow and the pine trees and everything. This is gorgeous. Another hour in the bank, 12 hours to go. It's slow going here, though. The speed limit's 40, but the road is kind of windy, and I don't necessarily trust the traction, so I've been taking it kind of easy on the corners. I'm not sure if that's being overly cautious or not. It feels slippery, though, and I don't want to crash here. We're on this kind of ridge, though, that's kind of quite a ways up, higher off the landscape around us here with mountains all around, so it's a really nice ride. But so far, so good. No accidents and stuff like that. Looks like, is that the pipeline? Oh, that might be the Alaska pipeline off there, right? Oh, that's cool. Very cool. So we just saw the Alaska pipeline, I believe, or a pipeline. Oh, that must be it marked right there in yellow there, too. So, oh, that's awesome. But yeah, we're making good time. We're making slow time. I think definitely because we're going slower than the speed limit in most cases, we'll probably sleep at Coldfoot. And judging by the timing, that might actually work out pretty well. We'll probably have a couple of early hours driving in the dark tomorrow morning, and then we should get to Prudhoe Bay as it gets light here. Recreational area next left. The Yukon River is frozen here. Alaska pipeline following along the road here. I suppose that's what it's really like. I mean, they must probably make sense to make the pipeline follow the road, right? That seems to be what it's doing. I wondered what that mark was here, but yeah, so far so good. Now, this is a rest area where we could sleep and get gas and fixed our truck, but we are okay for this one. We can definitely make it to Coldfoot, I think. We've got 6 hours to go before we're tired, and Coldfoot isn't that far. Oh, that's a sharper turn than I thought. So yeah, I think we're doing okay. Alaska pipeline's right there. This is cool. Snowy landscape, though. We'll see you as we get a little bit further down the road here. 11 hours to go now, and the wind is blowing across the road here, too. So it feels like almost like every hour or two, like the stakes get a little bit more challenging here. Kind of curious what it's going to be like on the north side of Coldfoot, especially with all those maintenance stations there. But yeah, we're 4 hours in. We got 11 hours more to go, and fingers crossed. So far, so good. So time-wise, we are 1/3 of the way to Prudhoe Bay. We just back there, we had a massive downhill where it's going 70 miles an hour, and then a massive uphill on the other side where I could barely make it, which is down to about 25 miles an hour. And I felt like we had it, but I'm glad we had some speed going into that hill, because it would have been a long climb if we didn't get that speed coming down the hill. But yeah, still, it's been pretty consistent, this kind of driving, for the past hour and a half or so. I think Coldfoot, I'm going to guess, I haven't looked at the map in a while, but I think it's probably maybe 2 hours or so down the road here. And we'll definitely pull over and sleep there, because we're going to need to, but no sleeping spots between there and Prudhoe Bay. We would definitely be in dire straits. Although, I mean, really, I'm sure we could pull over in the real world. We could just pull over and sleep anywhere up here, I would think. Anywhere. There's probably got to be a lot of pull-offs up here, too. So, but we'll keep chugging away here. So it looks like it's 3 o'clock now, and the sun's getting low here. I think the sunset's about 5:30 or so now. So we got a little bit of daylight driving left to go. A little bit under 8 hours left to go, 7 hours in. Coldfoot here should be coming up pretty soon, I think, because it's hopefully soon too, because it's 5 o'clock now. It's starting to get dark. You can see the sun's dip below the mountains there, I think, on the left, or some clouds, and we're getting it's got that twilight type of atmosphere to it, but really like the mountains off in the distance, and it feels like things are opening up more here. The road here has got a much narrower band of trees around it than it did earlier. So it feels like we're kind of leaving the woods behind and getting into some more open terrain here. We can see it on the other side of the trees over there. But yeah, this is a cool drive. I love the mountains up here. I mean, this feels like I've never been there, but massive mountain there off to our left. If we kind of pull this out and take a look from here, yeah, this looks pretty cool. I mean, this feels like what Alaska would feel like to me. So up there we see Coldfoot on our newbie down there. So it's coming up on the horizon here, which should be perfect, because I think we're both getting sleepy and driving into the dark here. So we'll pull over shortly. We'll see when we get there. Oh, nice. We're in Coldfoot now, and the road is paved. That's excellent. So we'll turn off to the right here. This doesn't look like a very big town. I think we'll go get gas, get sleep, and then we'll just probably fix our truck as well here too. That looks like a hidden road over there, right? Where it goes, but it's definitely a hidden road. To check some of these out on the way back, maybe. So we'll pull down in here, take care of all of our needs here in this. This more looks like an outpost than it does really a town here, doesn't it? It's pretty small. This is a fun drive. This is pretty cool. I'm curious to see too what the southern part of Alaska looks like too. I've heard good things about that, but I'm liking this so far here. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is get gas. Then I'm going to fix the truck in case we could just touch up the tires and stuff. Then come back over here and sleep, because I want to do all the stuff I can in the daylight here. This is cool. Gas is kind of right in the middle of the road here. Sloppy. That was just a bad turn. I don't know what I was doing. I wasn't paying attention. It's not like there's any traffic here. Alrighty, now we're off to sleep. It's probably going to be, what, 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh, this is fine. This isn't so dark. This is okay. This actually looks kind of cool. We can drive in this. Bright, starry night. We'll take this anytime. Back out on the road. So it's 3 o'clock. We've got 7.5 hours left in our journey. Coldfoot looks like it's almost exactly halfway between Fairbanks and Prudhoe Bay. So this is a good spot. But we are fully rested, fully fueled, and the truck had like $45 worth of tire repair that we needed to make on it. So we're, I think we're set here for the last stretch. I'm not sure what it's going to throw at us, but truck our energy and everything is about as good as it can get here. I am curious what is down there, but we're not going to go exploring yet here. So we'll see you as we get a little bit farther out on the road here. Looks like it's going to be kind of this twilight drive for a while, which is actually kind of cool. And then I imagine the last few hours will be in the sunlight, so that should be perfect. So a little bit over 6 hours to go, and we just left the woods behind us here. So we are in a whole nother landscape here now. Alaska Pipeline off to our right. Mountains, massive mountains off to our left here. I mean, this is cool. Photo time. Please equip your vehicle with chains if available. Okay, that's an interesting sign. Do we have chains available here then? Is that why this little station is here? I don't think we have chains. I'll check. Yeah, no chains available for us, so I hope we can't not make it from 6 hours away. This is a big climb up here, too. Look at this coming up in the mountains up there. Those trucks are crawling up this thing. But yeah, I don't have chains. I don't have a chain mod available, so we're going to have to wing it here. It's a little bit ominous there. I mean, we are in the mountains here now, though. This is pretty cool. Okay, let's see how this goes. I'm hoping we can make it. I mean, we have that. We can engage the differential, right? Which should help a little bit, I think. But it's a little bit of some ominous signs here. I mean, we don't have a heavy load, too. That was kind of one of the things that we opted for. So I'm hoping that that will help us out in this situation. This does look like a pretty hefty climb here. And we can see, I can see down in the newbie, too, the road is really winding here as well. But let's see how we do. This looks pretty steep. So far, so good. So far, really no problems here with this, but this is the steep patch right here. It just downshifted, 24 miles an hour. Okay. That was not too bad. Okay, I'll take that. But that's just the first stretch, too, so we'll see how this goes. Sun's coming up now, which is helping a little bit. Hopefully that'll warm it up a little bit. Anyway, we'll keep winding through the mountains here. I'm really, again, not too sure. Oops, that felt slippery. How slippery things are. And I don't want to lose this cargo here. Not in the last stretch. Alrighty, so we made it down the other side of that mountain. That was pretty... It feels like it's slipping in places when I'm turning. So I'm not quite sure, again, of the traction that we've got here. But so far, so good. That wasn't too bad. And we seem to have... ample power. I'm glad we have a light load, for sure. I think a heavier load might have been problematic there, and especially with the level of truck. And I'm glad we were able to upgrade the engine a little bit back in Fairbanks as well. So, but yeah, the sun's coming up now. Things are getting brighter, and we've got 5 hours exactly left to go to the north here. Now, this looks like this is the other side of the hill here to add chains. So maybe that's the tricky spot that we would need chains for. Maybe the rest will be okay. Fingers crossed. But 4 hours and 56 minutes to go. We'll see you as we get a little bit further down the road and the sun comes up too. 4 hours left to go now. The road is really flattened out. We've got these very interesting poles off to the right-hand side. I'm not sure why they're like that. They seem to make the road pretty narrow, but maybe that's so we don't go flying off the side of the road here. It definitely does feel a little bit narrow. I think we got to get closer to the side here when we get this truck passing us. But yeah, the road is completely flattened out now. It's almost the trees are gone, and we're just making our way down here. It's straight now too, which is helpful because those corners are where I felt like it was really kind of slippery. Sun now just coming up over the horizon there on the east, and 3 hours and 48 minutes to go. This is a fun drive. This is cool. I've not driven anything. I mean, we had some patches up in Iceland that were like this. But this kind of barrenness and this kind of openness and this kind of spectacular landscape, you know, nothing like this. This is pretty unique in American Truck Simulator as far as I'm concerned. I haven't seen anything close to this before, and it definitely has that top of the world type of feel to it. So big thumbs up from me. This is pretty cool. Anyway, we'll 3.5 hours here, a little bit over 3.5 hours left to go, and keep making our way down here. We'll check back in another hour or so. It's been a fun ride so far. 3 hours left to go. We've got wild blowing snow here across it in this big, wide open prairie that we're driving. Well, kind of, I guess tundra almost is the better word for it, right? But yeah, there's no trees up here, just ice and snow and this dirt path through here and the snow and wind blowing across the road. This is cool. Looks like this truck's in trouble up here. Truck is stopped, isn't it? Not sure what it's doing, but looks like a problem, maybe? Maybe it's just resting, sleeping. Not quite sure what he's doing, but might be an accident, huh? Anyway, yeah, almost there. It's been a long journey. One of the kind of cool thinking back on what Key West looked like, right? Because that was the beautiful blue ocean as we were leaving Key West in the morning, and now we're in this frozen tundra. This has been quite the adventure. 10 episodes of the channel here, and I think, you know, each one's probably, what, half an hour? Not half an hour, 20 minutes maybe on average. So it's at like 200 minutes, 3.5 hours or so of video. And that's only, you know, those are all cut down too. It's probably 3 times that in terms of total driving time in game. Probably closer to 10 hours, I would think. And hopefully we can make it here. 2.5 hours to go. It would be such a bummer to have something go sideways now and not make it. But keep chugging along here. We'll check in as we get a little bit closer. 90 minutes left in our journey. We're in a slow-moving chain of vehicles here as we're cutting across the tundra. It's only 9 o'clock in the morning. It feels like it's got this kind of almost ethereal twilight vibe to it, which is probably short days up here. I'm not sure, again, what time of year it's simulating. I mean, obviously the sun's up, so it's got to be, you know, not the winter months and things like that. But yeah, it's pretty cool. What's really cool about this too, that it's probably hard to pick up in this sense on the video, is because we've been driving in this type of landscape since we kind of dipped out of those mountains. We've got to this kind of this wide open tundra just as far as the eye can see. But you're driving in this for a while. Like, I've been driving in it probably for 15 maybe or more minutes of game time. You get a sense of the magnitude of it. It's just massive up here, which it really gives a good sense of that wide open vastness of the landscape too. So that's kind of it's a pretty cool feeling here. Now, road's changing here. We got snow piled up on either side here. Hopefully we'll be okay. And trucks are really slowing down now. What's going on? Come on, guys. Speed limit's 40. Oh, it's 15. What the heck?
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Okay. Is this like ice and stuff? Suddenly things got a little bit more interesting. Is this a lake? We're going on a lake? This is ice. Wow. This is water. What is this? It's water covering the road. Okay. Just trust the force and trust the truck in front of us and trust the road markers. I was not expecting this. That truck had a little bit of a rough time with this. Okay. We can do this. This is different. Let's take a quick picture here, too. So I got a bunch of pictures there. Not expecting to be swimming today. Hopefully with the speed limit, but it looks like we made it. Okay, now we just have snow drifts and everything. Go through those. Okay, no problems. This is wild up here. We're still in the ice and wet here. An hour left to go, and they're throwing it all at us here. I guess speed limit's 59. I don't want to run into this truck. We better go slow. At least it's not hilly, right? That's good. Hills would be deadly in this stuff. Okay, well, we appeared to have made it past that. Is that hopefully the last challenge it throws at us? We'll see as we get a little bit further down here. Just a little bit of slow wheeling now. Alright, so the speed limit's picked back up to 40, and we seem to be in a little bit smoother circumstances now. And on the Nuvi, I can see, just at the top of the Nuvi in the lower right screen there, I can see our final destination flashing. Okay, fingers crossed. Prudhoe Bay discovered. Yes! I mean, it's still off in the distance here, but 24 minutes left to go. I'm curious, for people that have watched it and watched the series and things like that, I know a number of people have watched a lot, you know, probably all of the episodes and things like that. Like, what was your favorite part of the whole journey, and what part was the most interesting stuff to see? By the way, I'll put a link to this mod down below in the description if you want to check it out. It's available on their website. It's a one-time purchase. I think it's $20 to buy it for, and then you have a lifetime license for it, so you just have to buy it once. But yeah, this is cool. I'm sure this is a ton of work because it's completely different landscape than what you see in American Truck Simulator. So I'm sure they put a lot of time into getting this right. So yeah, this was fun, and we got the whole kind of southwest part of the state, which I imagine is really beautiful too. So we'll go check that out in the episode after the next one. I got to get from Prudhoe Bay back down to Fairbanks, so we have to do this whole thing again going the other way. I may or may not make an episode of that. I think I might just drive that, and then we'll do Fairbanks down to, I think it's Homer, in the southwest corner of the state, or the southern portion of this mod. So we want to go check out that. So I'm going to do probably one more long episode in Alaska, checking out that portion of the state too. So more Alaska to come here, but we're in the home stretch now. 14 minutes left to go. Looks like we loop around here a little bit, but yeah, this is a good journey. This was fun. By the way, I was my apologies. I forget who it was that put up the post there, but someone said that the population of Fairbanks is actually, I think it was 32,000 or something like that, and the population of Prudhoe Bay, where we're going, is a mere 2,000 souls. So not many people up here. There is a question mark, though. I wonder if that's a recruitment agency? People up here looking for jobs as truck drivers, or is that a dealership up here? That's kind of funny. That's cool. Yeah, so we're up in the north here now. Snow plows and things like that. Is that that looks like almost like a hidden road there, but you can't get around the plow, I don't think. Maybe you can. I'm not sure. Yeah, we'll kind of just drive through and enjoy the last 10 minutes here of the journey. I must say, I really enjoyed the Caribbean mod that we were into, and the Key West and stuff like that. That southern part of Florida was really cool. Of course, a totally different vibe from this. This was a cool drive too. I liked as well the coast to coast mod stuff. I mean, that was, some of it was kind of generic and things like that, but it was really cool. I mean, I really enjoyed kind of going through that. Just the fact that it's there and you could see it. In some parts I thought were fairly well developed. When we get into like South Dakota, it was kind of cookie cutter stuff, where it's just kind of, it seemed a little bit, in North Dakota was a little bit, underdeveloped, I think, and stuff like that. But on the whole, I thought it was still a really fun drive. This was cool. I'm really glad that we've done this here. These look like some kind of cranes over here on the left-hand side. So it looks like Prudhoe Bay goes to the right a little bit too, but we're going left to drop off our mix tank. I think we get a good chunk of change to drop this off too. I think it's 20,000 maybe, or 30,000 or something like that. 25,000 maybe it was. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay off the $100,000 loan. So we'll get rid of that. And then we'll save up, I think, for another garage, or maybe pay off the loan or something like that. I'm not sure yet. Wow, this is 2,000 people up here. And that is the Arctic Ocean, right? Is that right? Go left here. Of course, industry and oil and everything is up here too. This is cool. So what is this question mark? Is this a recruiting agency up here? Oh, there's a dealership too, huh? There's two question marks. What is this one? I'm gonna lean over to the left so I get it here. That looks like a recruiting agency, right? Did we get it? There we go. It's in there. Huh. Whoops. We didn't register the question mark. We'll get it on the way out. I thought if I cut close enough I would pick it up, so. But let's drop this load off and conclude our Trans-American journey here. Trans-North American journey. Go straight here, is that what it's saying? Oh, we go down here and then to the right. Okay, we got this.
Get ready.
Wow, lots of trucks up here, huh? We could buy a garage up here. That'd be kind of fun. That'd be pretty cool. Alright, so that 3M truck there did not have a successful journey. Lots of... Oh, we can get gas there. Good, because we're going to need to get gas and we're going to need to sleep before we head out of here, for sure. And here, dropping it off at Midas? Is that what it is? What is this place? I am not sure.
Here we are.
Here we are. Jiberi, okay. See what kind of parking we get. These are often ones that you have to park it in the garage there, right? 40. And it is in the garage. Can we just pull straight into this, or do we have to back it in? I wonder. If not, we'll go around. We'll set this up. I'll see you in a sec. They usually have a... Is it in here? Oh, it's just in there. It looks like I can just pull it in. Trying to not hit the left side with the mix tank here. There we go. We are here. Mix tank to Prudhoe Bay, Alaska. Let's take a look in the map here just to see our route. So Prudhoe Bay, Coldfoot, we went Fairbanks, all the way across the Yukon, Whitehorse, down here through Canada, all the way down through Calgary, Lethbridge, then across Montana. Map's a little crooked here, isn't it? I'm not sure why. Then North Dakota, South Dakota, cutting down through Kansas City, right straight down through the heart of the United States, then over here to Atlanta, down all the way to Key West. You have to add up the hours and the days and stuff like that too, but let's get our final money and chalk this one up here. Whew, that was cool. 600 miles today, 27 hours it took. That was slow wheeling. We probably will get another level? Level 17? No, we're getting up high now, so still level 16 here. What do we get for money? We have 248,000, so it's going to go in. I'm going to pay that loan off real quick. So we've almost got enough to pay all of our loans off here, but I'm going to pay off this high interest rate one. We could pay off the larger one, but I want to get rid of the 18% one first. So we'll pay that one off. It still leaves us with almost 200,000. We've only got 234,000 left to pay. So I think the next goal is actually going to be to pay that loan off. But we made it. Thank you so much. I'd be curious to hear what you thought about the series. If you got other ideas for long series like this, I'd be all ears to do another one like this coming up. Next episode, I'm going to drive down, I think off camera, to go down to Fairbanks, and then we're going to go Fairbanks down here to Homer and check out this part of the Alaska mod so we can get a look at that. So another episode in Alaska coming up, but first I'm going to just drive that part off camera. Thanks for joining along for the journey, everybody. Have a great day. I'll put the link to the next episode as soon as it's ready. Bye.